Welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. This season, we are playing Call of Cthulhu, a 1920s investigative horror game. Welcome to Madness.
Okay.
Isn't that wild? Like the things that you listened to as a kid, and then as an adult, you're like, I
knew
I should not have been listening
every
to that.
word to "Wasn't Me." I knew every word, and I didn't know what I was saying. And then, I got to be a teenager. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yep.
I remember high school learning almost every single word to Colt 45.
I learned every word to High School Musical.
I mean, as you should have.
Yeah. I
Like
love
a
that
proper
movie.
American.
Also, I didn't know until I
Let's
was an
hear it.
adult that it was everybody in this bitch
I
getting
could.
tits.
I want to make that very clear. I could sing that whole musical right now.
It's
I'm
not
not
as
doing
good.
that.
Mm-mm.
Unless other people join me, and you won't. Cowards.
Have I told you
Yeah.
You've
that
told,
I have?
yeah.
I don't.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
That my grandma's house is in High School Musical?
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
we've
you-
said
'cause
it
you-
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that our listeners know.
They probably know,
because
yeah.
every time you say, that's where my grandma's house is, and then every time I say, my mom went to high school there. Like, I feel
We've had
like
this conversation
it's
before.
just-
Scripted, bro.
Yeah.
And you even said, because I was editing it, and you even said, I say this every time someone brings up High School Musical.
Yeah, it's important.
it's part of our heritage. Okay,
High School
Pioneers
Music-
who? High School Musical.
Listen, it's
they're
my
the true pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
it's my 7 degrees. Do you guys know that? The 7 degrees to Kevin
Separation?
Bacon?
Yeah.
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 I've played that Wikipedia game a lot.
Okay, now listen. Here is now. So Misty's mom went to East High School.
That's not how the song goes.
Okay, where that was filmed. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's one.
That's one
That's
degree.
one?
Vanessa.
Oh, wait, because you know Misty's mom.
Yeah. Okay, I know Misty. I know her mom too.
I was like, no, you know Misty, and Misty knows her mom. You
So that's one,
certainly never
right?
met
Get
her.
him. Get him.
Okay, Vanessa Hudgens was in High School Musical.
Okay.
Okay.
Mads Mikkelsen was in a movie with Vanessa Hudgens. So
So you basically
practically
know
pretty
You're
much friends with
besties.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh my gosh.
That'd
Can
be
you get me his
wild.
autograph?
Huh?
Just call up
Invite him onto the pod.
Who is
Misty's
that?
Yeah.
mom.
Who is
get,
it?
Get his autograph.
Who is that?
That's Nick.
Uh-huh.
It's
Really?
my guy crush.
Yeah.
None of you answered my question.
So, have you seen Casino Royale?
I got the internet. I'll get it.
Have you seen Doctor Strange?
Modify
I thought,
internet
yes.
first.
I thought your guy crush was the guy who made fire that one time in that YouTube video.
Oh, that too.
This guy, look before you look at Damien.
Primitive technology. Shout out.
He's in Doctor Who.
Doctor
Who is
Strange.
this?
Dr.
You said Doctor Who.
No, I
No,
said
he's-
Doctor
Are
Strange.
you dead ass?
Play it
Yeah.
back.
Everyone, yeah, equip it.
Yeah. Rewind.
He's he's
Thanks,
Doctor
editor. Good
Strange.
job.
I'll leave a note judging
Hmm.
Joseph and Misty.
They
If
they
they're
do
wrong.
this to me all the time, listeners.
They always gaslight him.
Yeah,
I don't know how
Yeah.
you're on his side right now.
because I'm honest.
It's that
It's
daily
easy
dose
to
of
side with
loyalty,
justice.
Okay. Blind loyalty.
Dwarven vow number 7: justice and love will always win.
That
That's a throwback. No one's gonna get that but me.
Wow,
And,
no.
unless my little brother, if he listens to this.
are we dwarves?
No, but Lloyd is.
Right.
Did you guys hear about the? No, this is actually a
No.
decent segue.
I'm
Dwarves?
sorry. I'm laughing at Stevie.
Right.
like as if.
What am I supposed to say?
Sorry, dwarves.
No,
Yeah,
so
go on with your segue.
D&D, okay? I know we don't talk about D&D much here. But they announced that they were going to change some rules.
Okay.
And what happened was a executive writer, someone at the top was fired.
Hmm.
And then everyone on Twitter is like, well, I'm the new executive writer and we're changing this. And someone else is like, well, I'm the new executive writer and the only playable race is dwarves now. And I'm the new executive writer and Fireball doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
And all of these people claimed that they were the new writer. And then an AI chatbot put it on like the front page of Twitter or something like that, where it's like, the new executive writer of D&D says that this, and this are going to happen. And people freaked out. It was great.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm probably butchering that story. I did not
still
prepare to
sounds-
talk about it, but
It's okay. We're not a news show. If you
if you get your
Listener-
news from us,
You're
If-
based.
good job.
you think
Birds aren't
that
real.
we fact check almost anything that we put on this podcast,
Then you're right.
I fact checked, but one thing I've said, and that's that Java's a victim. That's the only thing I've done my research on.
he hasn't, listener.
I don't listen. Who are you gonna listen
Dear,
to?
dear listener,
me.
he has
He hasn't
done
even watched all the movies.
zero research.
Okay,
Listen.
can we all just agree that there's only one place to get your news? Reddit memes.
I thought you were about to drop an ad. It's like, what a crazy segue for an
Although
ad.
actually, ground news is
Facebook.
actually a really good spot to get news because it gives impartial opinions. It gives.
I don't know.
just
I
like
don't
everything.
believe in impartial opinion.
No,
I-
because it pulls.
I only believe in
It pulls
science.
headlines from every single news source associated, and then it gives you a spectrum based off of their, like how they,
how they lean.
how they lean. So
Okay.
it'll
How
be
they
like,
rock.
hey, so this is like the title and article from like a
What a banger.
right wing news source, a left wing news source. Blah
See,
blah blah blah.
my favorite place to get news is from a country that I don't live in and see what they are saying about us.
That's also really good.
Because you like look at it and you're like, yeah, we
They
are
don't have
dumb.
skin in the game.
Yeah,
They're
they don't
just
give a
like,
shit.
Look at these idiots.
Yeah,
What the fuck are
exactly.
they doing? And you're like, wow, that's pretty cool that they did this.
That
And you're like, okay,
really upset, I feel like.
that is cool. We did that. You're right.
I go to TechCrunch for all my news because I only care about tech news.
I go.
I go
don't
to the
anywhere.
Russian Times because
Because you're in a
they're
hurry.
not. Yeah, there's no bias there. RT.
Because you're in a hurry.
I literally do not really. I'm very bad about the news.
Your Russian Times.
Yeah,
you're in a
But what I
hurry.
do subscribe to is Jen Love's YouTube channel, and she gives me the makeup report every week.
Oh, okay.
That's the news I watch.
I got all my lip balm came in, and I love all of them.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
I get some news from
Fido
about
Glow, whatever, nature.
Naturium.
Thank you.
it. Sounds like a
I've
word.
never tried to pronounce it out loud, and then I was like panicking.
Isn't that the worst? When
Yeah.
you read a word all the time and
I
then you go to
used
say
to-
it for the first time and
What?
you're like, oh, fuck.
Before
Yeah.
I learned that GH makes the F sound, I'd read Karen books. Like, you remember Karen,
No.
the little girl,
You mean like,
blonde girl? She was like, I think it was like kind of a follow up of like Babysitter's Club.
No, I
Okay.
read a lot of Junie B. Jones though.
what are you
Yeah.
talking about? when you-
But I used to read the word laugh as lag.
Oh,
Dude.
okay.
I
so
never
cute.
said it out loud, thank goodness.
I worked with this guy and he mispronounced just like every other word. It was wild. And then like I was trying to help him become a teacher, right? And I was like, dude, you need to work on this. And he's like, yeah, I know I butcher my words.
Oh, yeah,
And I
he
was
does that on
like,
purpose.
Dude.
You can tell
He's
he's,
a
a
walkie.
reader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
That is the thing. Like he's super smart, read a ton,
Butchered.
but he also butchered his words.
Aw, what a cutie.
That is
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah, I like I don't know. I feel like as a kid, like you're taught that like it's funny when people do that and like you can't say that. But like realistically, it's like not that big of a deal. And I wish that my adult brain could like program that out of my head
Yeah.
that like if I mess up saying something that like the world is not going to end.
Not gonna get
Bro,
laughed
my
at.
brain has done that
And if
for
they
me.
laugh at me, that's just them being buttheads.
I
Mhm.
stay
Or
fucking up.
also knowing what's funny because sometimes it is funny,
Mhm.
but like not in the let's make fun of you funny, just in the
What
way
you
that
said
like
was
language
funny,
sometimes is
yeah.
funny.
And it's like a lot of times you look, if you think about it, that's a valid way to think it's pronounced.
Because
Mm-hmm.
Like
English
butcher,
doesn't make any sense.
Also, people do just say shit. Like people say things wrong all the time, and then if enough people do it, it just becomes accepted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
Yeah,
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, as long as you
There was
can
actually a really good
communicate what
example
you're
of
trying
this.
to communicate, like whatever.
There was a really good example of this. There's this really big Discord. Well, not a really big Discord. And Discord, not the app. Discourse, I should say. About, like, ask and acts. And so one of the people championing the fact that you can say acts and it's fine, no one gives a shit, gave another, like, oh, I wish I had the list. I wish I had the video right here in front of me on a hologram. Because he gave so many other good examples of people every day pronouncing words incorrectly and no one gives a shit. But there's this passionate movement about the word acts just because of, like, because it's like...
Or are you talking about the one where they're talking about slang? And how...
Not slang in general. It was really just this one word.
Just this one
yeah.
word, okay.
And so it was really cool to watch him break down all the words that we fuck up all the time, but we just don't care. And then that it's hypocritical for everyone to give a shit about the word acts.
Yeah.
You know what they're fucking saying.
Yeah.
I think I remember seeing something about that in relation to like collegiate essays.
Oh, it was you that told me about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't
She pointed at him very dramatically.
Yeah, there was something like some video just talking about how like a lot of collegiate essays like basically got rid of a lot of slang predominantly in like minority culture. And basically it has eventually moved on to just being like the smart way to speak, quote unquote, is a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's usually cutting out a lot of these like quote unquote slang terms
Yeah.
or slang pronunciations.
Yeah, it's some bullshit.
Yeah, it sucks too because language is such a great tool to bring people together, but it's also like a really good weapon to keep people apart. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
That was deep.
Speaking of languages
You know
and
me,
then
bro.
kind of getting us into playing the game, I am going to try to work on a Bostonian accent because it makes sense for my character. That said, one, it gives me a lot of anxiety because I have never had to really like work on an accent before. I did a little bit of that in high school, but it's been forever. And so that's kind of anxiety inducing. But also just know if you're from Boston or you know people from Boston.
Yeah, don't.
I do too. My uncle's from Boston. Please don't be offended. I'm gonna butcher it.
You're gonna butcher.
I'm gonna butcher it, you know? And it like I'm probably gonna slip in and out of it. But I'm gonna try and work on it, and hopefully by the time we're done playing this game, I'll be like
You'll be from Boston.
no. I'll be like maybe 25% there. I would take that. But I just wanted to let you guys know so that when I start speaking and it sounds wild, know that I know that it sounds wild.
I can't wait for people to be like, wow, that's so sick that you're trying accents in the Discord. Because then it will force me to also try accents. And then it will force everybody else to try accents. And
I
then
haven't
we'll all be
done
walking
any.
here. Can we say that? Is that offensive? Editor, take that out. Well, editor, leave that in and then also leave
you can't
this in.
just continue talking and then say editor take it
Well,
out.
I said take it in. I said leave it in.
No.
I changed my mind.
Okay, but just in the future.
Okay.
You've done that.
Editor, take that out.
A lot of times I don't take it out because you're like, yeah, blah, blah, words. Yeah, editor, take that out. And then, no, I can't. Or it's just like, I have to do some weird, like,
Yeah, audio magic.
some layering to, like, make it make sense.
Editor, don't take out anything I say, ever. Starting now. Jabba the Hutt.
Accents are weird. Like,
they're really
hard.
cool.
I haven't done, I think I just did a British one for Lady Blackbird.
Mhm.
And I always forget to do the Southern one for Fallout.
Mm.
And then, this isn't really an accent.
I mean, it's voice work though. It's like different than your normal speaking voice, which takes a lot of conscious effort to try and do.
Try and give yourself like a phrase to get in character too. I think that
Go live
really,
in Boston
really
for a
does
year,
help.
come back, we'll pick it up then.
There we go. On a hiatus, boys. See you next year.
Sorry, Missy had to move to Boston.
It's so with the Bostonian accent in particular, it's really difficult because there's a lot of like really specific changes. So you're right, I do need to find a key sentence. And also sometimes I feel like I'm slipping into some like weird, like
New York hybrid.
New York meets British meets
What?
who knows what type
Little bit
accent, and I'm like,
Jersey.
that's not it. But yeah, there's like it's a cool accent though.
I'm trying to think
It
of what
sounds
the
like a foreign
accent
language
is.
sometimes when people are speaking real fast. But that's
So,
all.
thinking about getting into character, who wants to do our recap? Episode 2, we
I
finally
can.
have a recap.
I take notes
Okay.
because I don't want to forget everything. Oh shit! Sorry, it's a lot of notes. All right, so we got letters from Mr. and Mrs. John Hayes Hammond Jr. He sent the letter and a ticket, and then so we all ended up sharing a train car. Oh, the letter.
Wealth, fame.
No, it was about the people who were on the boat, and we each got our own letter. And I think he said something about them possibly being in the hospital or something. I don't remember. That's an important thing that I did not take any note
Oh,
on.
that's right. Yeah.
So then we got also invited to like an opening of the Hammond Radio Research Laboratory. Yeah, so we went there. We went to a hotel. There was an accident. We ignored it. The hotel was a little
A
sketchy.
car accident.
Mhm.
Yeah, and a carriage.
Yeah.
A
I just want
horse-drawn carriage.
I didn't want it to be like there was an accident. And then it's like, but
What
what
happened?
kind?
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
Cthulhu. It could be any kind. It was a car and
Yeah.
a horse.
And the guy that was running the hotel was blind, but he just kind of he knows his way around. We went to a place called the Lungfish. It's definitely sketchy, and the guy's really mean.
Yeah.
There's a cop there, just chilling, and he wasn't doing anything. Vincent and Benny drank.
For a second, I was like, "Who the fuck is Vincent?" It's literally
It's you.
It's me.
And there's a local antique shop that got some artifacts, Egyptian artifacts, a month or two ago. He doesn't know who they're from. And then, so we all headed to the castle. It's weird. It's a lot of different types of architecture kind of put together.
Kind of a
There's a
metaphor
cat.
for life.
There's a cat with a little piece of metal on its ear.
I forgot.
Yeah, it looks like the castle is made from like multiple centuries styles. And so then we went into a ballroom. There's stained glass, an organ.
Someone should clean that up.
The organ?
You made that joke last episode too.
Dude, it's comedy gold, bro.
There's like armor and Egyptian artifacts. It's like very museum-esque. And then Benny saw someone from his past.
Who
I
was
literally remembered that. Sorry, I literally remembered that because I laughed to myself as I was editing today, and then
It's like an audio trigger. Someone says stay in class.
I make
Someone
the-
should clean it up.
Listening back, I make the same jokes or I laugh at the same stuff. And then I hear us all laughing and I'm like, oh, okay.
Am I scripted? I might be.
that's how I know we're all NPCs. Anyways, it was John Walters or Major John
Put some
Walters.
motherfucking respect on it.
Fucking A. But basically, a guy from my past who was kind of a prick and barked a lot of, said a lot of things, gave a lot of orders, but didn't, wasn't a good leader in that aspect. Like, hey, go shoot at them, and I'm going to just hang out back here.
Yup.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff.
Hey there, listeners. Some of us are veterans. You're about to hear us talk shit about stinky veterans.
Please don't.
We actually really support our troops, but we like to gag.
All right. And that is what he is doing right now, barking. He is very
He's a dog.
boisterously talking to the other party goers. It's like, oh, yes, well, what I do, it's kind of confidential.
God damn it.
I can't really talk about the war. He's wearing his full uniform, right? He's one of those.
I don't really want any attention.
Every medal on his chest.
No. Thank you for your support.
But, I can't say much, but, those ships, they don't sink themselves. Wink, wink. And
It's weird because he's in the army.
Yeah,
So,
it is weird. And you know that he was like in the trenches with you.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, why is he talking about ships? But yeah, so he is talking about sinking ships, and you guys walk in. There's someone at the organ. There are some people examining a large skull of some type, and there are people just milling about. And the major is in the little group of people milling about.
Who is right next to me as we walk in?
You're probably closest to the guy playing the organ.
No, from
like-
our group.
Players, characters.
I don't know. Let's
That's
you guys
who
decide.
isn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll do it.
Which
Me.
one are you?
Oh, which one are you? You're that one, I think.
This one?
No.
This one?
Yeah.
You get your
You
choice.
get to pick.
Roll for it.
Welcome to roll about it.
Okay, I grab onto
You don't have the names on your character sheet.
what is your name?
Oh,
Dewey.
Dewey.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dahlia, but she goes by Dewey.
As we walk in, just to like paint the scene a little bit more, we walk in, kind of like looking up at all of the strange architecture, kind of like taking it all in as we walk in. Start rounding the corner, seeing the people, examining the skull, and then as soon as eyes lay on the person in uniform, I kind of like start to slow, and then see his face, and then immediately I just start kind of like breathing a little bit fast, and grab onto Dewey for just like a second, and then kind of like let go and like flex my fingers in and out a little bit, because I imagine just the sight of him kind of like brings back some of those.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna look at you in disgust for like a second, and then I'm just gonna like dust off where you touched me.
Just sorry, Jesus.
You just fucking
I think that's a
grabbed
valid
me.
response. To be honest. I too would be surprised.
As you're looking around, the inside of this place is not all like interior finish. A lot of it looks like the exterior of a castle, how it should be. So like the inside and the outside look like an outside. It's
Oh,
yeah,
weird. This place is cool.
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Let's
kind of
move
bizarre.
in.
I actually would like to go to this place at some point.
It's a real place.
Where is it?
It's right there.
It's in Gloucester.
actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Let's rent it out.
Yeah. So the three of you have arrived, and Misty's character, Audrey, are you still outside? Are you starting to make your way in? Or were you early? Why aren't you with the group? Remind us.
She
I am
she-
being fashionably
yeah,
late.
very
Yes.
intentionally, yeah.
Like at least an hour late.
At least
if I
2
remember
days late.
correctly.
Okay. All right.
I do want to say when they scurried off, I would probably go look at the skull.
Okay.
I think
that's
that's why I would stop
cool.
first, yeah.
Okay. You go to look at the skull. It
Nice.
looks like some sort of large fish, maybe a whale. Do you have a skill or something that you would
Do I
like to
have
roll for it?
whales?
Natural world. Ocean. That's not a skill.
I was like, is ocean a skill?
Swim is.
Beach.
Swim
My
is a
job
skill.
is
I do
beach.
have swim. I have accounting. And by estimating the value of the skull, I might know what fish it's from.
Sure.
I don't want to do that. That seems silly. I have spot hidden. No, I don't think I have anything that would help me identify.
Okay.
Yeah,
What fish
like
this is
natural world would
Yeah.
probably be the
It-
closest thing.
Yeah, my botanist could do that. Not me, though.
Yeah, it looks like a whale or something.
That's a whale or something.
There's not really a plaque on it.
Oh, no.
But you see an older gentleman and a lady examining it, and he is obviously like mansplaining to her. Like, well, you see, it's got all of these teeth because it,
I had to eat food.
has to eat. Yeah, exactly. nothing groundbreaking that he's saying. He's not actually identifying or anything. He's like, there are many types of whales. It's kind of hard to tell. This could be a blue whale. It could be a sperm whale. Could be a gray whale.
Look at all these whales that I know.
Starts giving her all the whale facts that she never wanted and might not be correct.
Classic. I think at that point, then I would just start milling about. I might go look at the stained glass window because that sounds cool. I might. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. This isn't super relevant to the plot, probably, but I want to take a second to like zone out by the stained glass window and start imagining what I could mix to have like the same color effect in a drink.
Ooh.
That's what I want to do.
Okay. All right. I like that.
Pretty drinks are sick.
And they make you sick.
Yeah, but only after like
Sometimes.
9.
Goodness.
That's a meme I feel the need to say. I drink responsibly.
As you are
I thought-
milling about, the military man, he is loud, right? He's got one of those booming voices, and like, well, you see, I actually know the Dr. Hammond. We're buds. I call him John sometimes.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he actually worked for me for a little bit. He helped us make some interesting weaponry, and he's essentially a war hero because he did a lot for our country, and yeah, he is spewing information about the military and his time, more than a decade ago now, in the Great War.
Loose lips. Sink ships.
Yes, yeah. Ooh.
I want to know when that propaganda came out.
Looks
I need
like-
to know how incorrect he's
That's
being.
what ships he's talking about.
Yeah,
don't-
our own.
I think that's World War II, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit later because it wasn't
Yeah,
quite.
1941. So he's the reason that they made this poster.
Yeah. Because it was the Purple Dragon operation thing.
Yes.
That thing was
Yes.
in Vietnam, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
No idea. All I know
Also-
is that loose lips sink ships was World War II.
Okay.
I would like to psych myself up and then start trying to go and mingle in the group.
When you said psych myself up, I thought that was like a game mechanic that you were trying to
Roll to
the
psych
same
myself
I
Yes,
up.
literally was thinking about Fallout.
80. I don't think I did very well.
Didn't psych yourself well. So you start joining the group. He looks over at you. There's like a flicker like he might recognize you. And then he goes back to talking to the group.
Okay, I'm staring.
Okay.
It's probably uncomfortable.
And he keeps going. That's my old man talk. Sorry. And he's like, "Can I help? Can I help you, son? Hey, do you need a drink?" And he motions over one of the wait staff. They're carrying around small hors d'oeuvres.
This is such a fancy
I
party.
love hors d'oeuvres.
I'll go ahead and grab one of them and look back and just
I want to drink.
It's not
major
alcohol.
now, huh?
It's a prohibition.
Well, yes. Do I know you from somewhere?
Well, last when you saw me, it was you're still a lieutenant. in
Oh.
this great war. of
Oh,
yours.
yes. That was back. Oh man, so long ago now. I can't remember every face. I'm sorry.
Sinking ships, huh?
Well, yes.
Kind of strange for the army to be dealing with that as I eat my.
Well, once I was out of the trenches, I worked in the procurement department. Did some R&D.
You're just a little logistics rat.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I made sure that
It
you
was
got
pretty
the.
scary out in the front. I understand you wanting to run away as I eat another one.
Well, someone had to send you beans, bullets, and band-aids. And he goes back to his bravado, his talk with the other partygoers. He is like kind of positioning himself so other people are between you two now. He does not want to be seen with you.
Okay. I will just loudly say, well, since you know the good doctor so well, I hope that you can introduce me, sir. And I'll kind of start walking away a little bit.
Very, very well. Carry on. And he
I wonder why we say the good doctor. I don't know where that phrase. I love that phrase. I just wonder where it came from.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I will say it until
That should
I
go
die.
hard. Yeah, I love that phrase.
Actually, you guys were kind of bantering about it to yourselves, but I do think it's actually like a really good question to bring up to
So
Joseph.
the drinks.
Yeah.
Is it water?
Are they drinks or are they drinks?
they are drinks.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like,
Oh.
And
illegal.
we're at a fancy ass party.
Oh.
You
I guess
think
when
all
you're-
this shit is
I
legally here?
guess when you're rich enough, no one gives a shit about the law.
exactly. And
Must be nice.
that's the feeling you get
the
from
Gatsby effect.
yeah.
They're great.
Was the Great Gatsby like during that time period?
Yes.
I think
Yeah,
so,
this was
yeah.
very much the 20s.
Because I have
Prohibition went
not
on for
You
a
don't
while.
hear
read
the roaring?
that since high school, so I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
entirely.
Highly recommend watching the Leo DiCaprio version.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty
It's
good.
very good.
It's on Netflix right now too.
It's well done. Oh,
Okay.
so is Split.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
I
that's
hope
another
it's
one,
still
yeah.
on Netflix.
If it isn't,
Sorry
I'm
if
so
it's
sorry,
not.
but then go rent
That's
it.
Your
It's
fault
worth it.
for listening at a different time.
Yeah, stinkies.
Yeah, stinky.
I want everyone to roll a language check. If you have any
Talking.
if you have any foreign languages, you can roll that. But roll me a language check.
I need a 1 in order to pass. This.
Let's do it.
I was about to say I have literally nothing.
They're literally
in
just
language.
speaking in cognates.
Yep.
Does 85 get me?
No.
Oh, dang.
You're supposed to roll
Dude,
low.
push the roll.
65.
Nope.
No, not gonna push the roll because then
Oh my gosh,
consequences.
but it's fine. I have 55 luck, so I could use that and still fail.
I too failed.
Okay. There are two people speaking a language in the corner.
Nice.
Yep.
because we rolled so shit, we don't even.
It might be Latin based. Either Spanish, French, Italian, Romanian, or something.
There's not that
Oh,
many
okay.
Latin-based languages.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah, no,
easy
that's a
to
good
determine.
point. Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
just be Latin for all I know.
It might just be Latin.
Maybe it wasn't dead yet.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, when did Latin die?
I think upon release.
Oh.
That's not true.
Damn! That's not true.
That's not true. But
Do you know how many satanic rituals
17.
and random
17.
things
17
are done in
minimum.
Latin?
Did I tell you guys that in my freshman year of high school, I went to
Oh,
a charter
yeah.
school where I had to learn both Spanish and Latin, kind of like at the same time?
Dude,
are you?
no.
What?
That's wild. I
yeah,
had no idea.
I didn't do
Damien
so
lore.
well.
That sounds traumatizing.
Yeah.
It was kind of
yeah,
bad
that
when
sounds
they
hard.
started to like mix together, and
Yeah.
I was like trying to do Spanish homework, and then like Latin shit was coming up, and then same with the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
learning any two languages at the same time sounds pretty
Yeah,
difficult.
and also rude of them to choose Spanish and Latin and not like Portuguese and Latin. It's closer.
Yeah, and
You should have just learned Latin, to be honest, and then
Yeah.
learning the follow-on languages would have been easier, I think.
Yeah, you would have been, if you just learned Latin, then you'd know the base for like all of the other ones. It'd be so much easier. Instead, basically, they taught you nothing
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
your
I-
brain can't get that much.
Latin and C.
Yeah.
yeah, there was also like depression sprinkled in that whole year, so all of it's pretty much gone
It
at this
happens.
point.
I get
All
it,
of the
dude.
depression or the Latin?
Oh, the Latin, the depression stays.
Sorry, I feel bad asking that now.
No, valid question. Valid question.
Yeah.
It was just unclear. Just had to clarify for the listeners. I'm sorry.
So who is by the skull still?
Well, I moved away.
You moved away because you're looking at the stained glass.
I went to get.
You went to get a drink. Okay, we'll have the old man follow you then. So the old man seeing Dewey, another attractive female. Like, oh, you like these? You like the architecture?
It's different from what I've seen.
Well,
that's for
yes,
sure.
you see that is a 17th century, and he starts.
I'm getting real Professor Alexander Cross vibes from this guy.
I am
but
using
yes.
his mini for that one,
Is
so
it
that,
old?
that tracks.
Is it?
The one by the skull who was mansplaining the whales,
Oh.
right?
Yep, yeah.
I
same
imagine
one.
he just hasn't stopped talking. It was just one person walked away and then he just
I'm gonna
Yep.
finish my drink while making eye contact,
Okay.
but not like nice eye contact. Just like
Daggers.
no emotion on my face.
It's worse than daggers.
Okay. Yeah, he starts off just talking about the architecture. And he's like, well, you see in the next room, Mr. Hammond, he's a genius. He controls the weather just through those double doors. You'll see eventually. I'm sure he'll make a grand entrance.
How does he control the weather?
Well, you see, he's got all sorts of pipes running through this place, and it brings up the humidity, brings in fans. It's all quite complicated. You see.
Those double doors?
Yeah, the two right there.
Okay.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I knew mentally where he was going to come in from.
Yep.
Okay.
And he continues on and on and on, and it's painful. The rest of you mill about the party a little bit, make a couple of friends, and then Audrey arrives.
I've arrived.
As you arrive, the butler door
The
greeter
bouncer.
person, like, not very punctual, are we?
Was I supposed to be here?
Well, let's take a look. Do you have an invitation? I'm not sure if you're supposed to be here.
Well, yeah, I meant to say, was I supposed to be here at a certain time? Like at a certain time?
Well, if you'll take a closer look at your invitation, it does say 6:30 p.m. onwards.
Yeah,
onwards.
but it says onwards. So
Well,
here I am,
I
onwards.
guess it is quite on. Well, carry on. Don't keep them waiting any longer. And you enter the party. Okay. You see the stained glass. You see the whale head
So much to clean
thing.
that up.
This is the whale.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big old whale
Old
skull.
whale.
I would like to go look at it.
Okay. Do you have something you want to roll for it?
Whales.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to roll?
Well, it's a whale.
Mhm.
I wanted to use archaeology for it
Okay.
because it's like, but it's not a fossil. It's just a skelly boy of a whale.
It's close enough. I'll let you roll it.
Okay.
Push the roll.
I did not get it. I
Okay.
would have you know that the likelihood of me not getting this
Very low, I bet.
was very low. And the fact that I didn't get it is crazy. And I do think these dice are cursed because every
Well,
roll
yeah,
I have pushed so many rolls. We're on episode 3.
Yeah.
So
Well, just use your luck points. You couldn't have been that far off.
no.
You don't have
It's a why. I got an 87.
Oh, wow.
Oof.
I needed 75 or below.
Mm. Yeah, that's a lot of
So
luck points.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
yeah.
not that important. It's a whale. I mean, I'm sure it's probably
That
very
is
important
true.
because he brought it up.
Famous last words, right?
But I feel like it makes sense that she wouldn't know anything about a whale.
Mhm.
Unfortunately.
All right. The butler makes his way back and through this little side hallway on the left. This is where the wait staff have been coming in and out. You would assume that the kitchen's back that way. And then he goes to the top of these stairs right in front of the double doors. It's like, everybody, if I would have your attention, the man of the hour, Mr. John Hayes Hammond. And the door opens and Mr. Hammond steps out. You grab that many for me.
You're being really disrespectful by not saying Dr. Hammond.
He's not actually a doctor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
where
why is he
does he
calling
go?
him the doctor when it's Mr. and Mrs.?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not
disrespectful
something
to
they would
all
overlook.
doctors. Sorry, doctors. We have 7 doctor listeners.
That'd be wild.
I'm sure we have at least one.
Maybe.
I would like to thank you all for coming tonight. I know most of you are here on business along with pleasure. So let's get started with the dinner and with business. And then he claps and rows of waiters come out. They bring some tables into the middle of this great hall area. And you all are seated. You are given menus, and on the back of these menus, there is a strange design.
I was so shook. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
expecting...
where's the menu?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did
No,
not
this
take the
makes
time
sense.
to
Like, it doesn't
actually
matter.
write the menu. On the menu, it says chicken or steak, ? That's it.
My kind of menu.
It's just written.
Yeah.
Yeah, with little check marks under the 2 options.
All right. Does anyone want to give me a roll to try and understand this this very official looking document that
I
your
already know
menus
what
are?
it is. It's figure 1.
Oh, okay. All right. It is figure 1.
Sorry, it needs to be more immersive.
Stevie wrote chicken or steak on the back of hers.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. What are you rolling?
Let's see, I'm trying to think here. Can I try for mechanical repair?
Ooh, yeah. Yep. Does anyone have electric repair as a skill? I'll give you a bonus if you do. No, I didn't think so.
I got a regular success.
Regular success?
Nice.
Okay.
I want to try something weird. So let me know if it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I want to, because I imagine everyone around is like, huh, what a weird thing on the back of our menus.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can't, because I have a decent listen skill. So I want
Okay.
to see if I can't hear other people yapping about it and then piece together something that makes sense about what this figure might be.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
I forgot that I actually have electric repair as well. Which one do you think would work better?
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Add 10 to whatever you got on that first roll.
Subtract 10 because we're trying
Subtract
to get
10.
lower.
Yeah.
Then I got a hard success.
Good. Okay.
What is the thresholds? If I got below half, that's,
That's a hard success.
I also got a hard success.
Cool. Okay.
I have 16 listening. I got 23 on my dice.
Okay. So, Damien, with your success looking at it, you have worked on enough vehicles and you've seen enough schematics like this that you know that this is a diagram for an electric system of some sort, and it is a complicated electrical system. All right. There are lots of lines and squiggles, and I'm not an electric person, but
Yeah, I think like I would know what the squiggles are supposed to be.
yes.
But yeah, like understanding the thought behind it.
Yeah.
No idea.
And then Wesley, with your listen skill,
Sorry.
Are all of them different?
I don't know. I can't see.
Yeah, I was
Can I
like,
see yours?
yeah,
Hand it over.
it's
Is that legal?
Because mine says figure 3.
mine says figure 4. Yeah, I was like, bro, you can't read.
Yeah, and I was like,
And
no,
then
I'm
I
pretty
looked
sure
at his, I was
this
like,
is figure 1.
You can read.
Damien,
Are we
what
sitting
figure
next
do
to
you
each
have?
other?
Figure 2.
Oh, interesting.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw that one come up really soon.
You should
It's almost
stack
like
them together.
Joseph probably planned it or
No.
something.
What?
They're
What?
different. Yeah,
What
they
is he,
are
a DM?
different.
What is he, a MOC? What is he, a GM? What is he, a GOD?
What are we?
Players.
Good.
Worms.
Okay. And then Wesley, with your listen check, you hear someone a couple of seats down. It's like, wow, he's really he's really showing off tonight, isn't he? This must be one of his newer patents. And I do want y'all to ignore the dates on this because
From the future.
this patent actually went in February and was approved in February, if I believe. But this paperwork did not make it through the patent office and the whole thing in time for our game. But yeah, this is an actual patent that
Cool.
John Hayes Hammond patented. Yeah, he has hundreds of inventions, and this is one of them.
This is awesome because as the years go on, Call of Cthulhu is just going to get more and more and more immersive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
As dates keep falling off.
mhm. Yeah. Archive.org GMs steal everything.
Well, I have heard enough, do I think, from other yapping to piece together that some people got different.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Then I think I will start to like rally the proverbial troops, being the 3 people I know the most at this party, and I do want to like walk up to.
And you are all seated next to
I
each
was
other.
Oh,
gonna
okay,
ask.
cool,
That's
cool.
what
I
I was
guess,
gonna ask.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Then I will be like, I think there are different figures, and I'll hold mine up, my figure 1.
As you are all conversing, Mr. Hammond comes past you all and beckons one of the guests to come to a back room. And as you all are talking, he does that one by one. The major goes back there, the old man goes back there, and so on.
Do they come back?
They do.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I was saying, I am not going
stick
back.
around.
Yeah.
I would be like,
Yeah.
bye.
When
Each
they
one's-
come back, do they look
Razzle
different? Yeah, like do they look like they're really excited about something, or do they look like they're like scared or?
Yeah.
Can you give me a psychoanalysis or psychology roll?
Ooh,
Wait,
I cannot.
let me. Psychology is the one we want.
Okay, I'll try, but
Dude, just get below
Yeah,
10.
yeah, 10%.
Or
You
a-
just used up all your bad luck.
Ooh, how about a spot
Never
hidden?
mind. I can spot hit.
Are we
I can
all
do a
able
spot
to do
hidden.
this? Like
Okay.
looking at them?
Yeah, definitely.
okay, spot hidden.
I'm not going to. I'm probably just trying to figure this shit out.
Okay.
I
Can't read.
Into my world.
get the second tier of success.
Hard
Okay. A
success.
hard success.
Hard success.
Cool. Yes, you notice some of them are like a little flustered, a little like mad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
One of them doesn't even come back to the table, just like leaves.
Oh.
But the majority of them, though, it was business of some sort. Okay. And if and when your characters die, this is where we're going to bring them back from.
Oh.
Okay. Your 3rd, 4th, 5th characters were at
We'll
this
have
party
this-
for
okay,
some
we'll
reason.
That's
attend this
really
party.
cool.
That's
That's
really
really
cool to have
smart.
in the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Thank you.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That's good to
I'm gonna
have
do
like
that.
a starting point and there's a connection.
Yeah.
We
All
just
see
found
it
the
a very-
hub world. Where
Yeah,
we can,
literally,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, this is the spawn room.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
I really like that.
I'm
I've
gonna steal
never
that for
thought-
every game I do in the future.
Yeah, I've never thought
I
to
can.
have that.
Everyone should steal this.
Everyone should steal Joseph.
No.
No. Don't kidnap. It's illegal
It's-
and rude.
And he's my husband.
That too, I guess.
Just borrow.
Our
It's
husband,
fine.
comrade.
yeah.
No.
It's fine as long as you don't ask for a ransom.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission.
No.
Fist or friends.
While we are all sitting here, I would like, because I can kind of identify some of this stuff, so
Mhm.
I'd like to see all the other ones and just see if
Yeah, say
Yeah.
I can like.
Can I hand you my?
Yeah.
So
So
you guys don't have to like physically hand me because me, Damien, I'm not
Oh,
gonna
that's
know
true. You're
what
not
the
gonna
fuck's
be like,
going on here.
This
Oh,
is-
I was fully like, Damien
I was
knows.
like, we can put them in order. Was just
as
excited
you
about
pile these on each other and you start to compare them with your hard success, you can tell that they are some sort of radio. All right.
He's building a radio.
It is some sort of multi-channel radio system and method of audio reception.
What kind of modulation?
17.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure has modulation and other sciencey words.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, vectors.
It's the most sciencey word
Just one of them.
besides beaker.
Lambda.
Yeah. Top 3.
I love science.
Lambda really is.
It's such a sciencey sounding
Every time I
word.
hear lambda, I'm like, I'm in a
Ooh.
sci-fi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Cool.
I let the group know. Seems to be some kind of radio. I'm not really sure about like transmission ranges or anything like that, but
Okay.
Oh, that old guy, and I'm gonna point to the old guy, was saying something about, you know, all those pipes that you could see from the outside. He said something about Mr. Hammond changes the weather. Kind of felt like he was talking out of his ass, but
weird.
I'm not
seems like he's up to some weird stuff.
really sure what he's trying to get at.
Are any of your characters musically inclined?
No.
It's not like a skill or anything. Does anyone want that in their backstory? No.
I would sing to my little brother, but not.
Hey, that's good enough. So you also can tell, because you've been exposed to music at some point, that a lot of these pipes are for the organ, and there are more pipes than usual on this organ. It is expansive. It takes up almost the entire wall of that side of the castle.
That has to
Wow.
look sick.
Yeah.
That's gotta be like the control system is the organ.
I'm just picturing the one in the ship on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude, that is one of the best organ scenes
It's so cool.
ever. There's a lot of good organ scenes.
I think
Organs
because I
are
think if
just
you're gonna
cool.
commit to an organ, you got to make the scene good.
You know, my aunt plays the organ.
like legit.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Which one?
Kristen.
Oh, that
Which
checks
organ?
out. She's a musical genius.
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. I feel
Yeah.
like she can play anything.
She did like a small concert just a couple of like weeks ago.
She's too cool for me.
Yeah. Organs are hard to play too, because you're using your feet and your hands and like pulling knobs and stuff. It's wild watching someone who really knows what they're doing play organ. Anyway, you all finish your food, and right as the dessert comes out, Mr. Hammond comes to the table. I would like to see the four of you now. We have business to attend to.
We aren't going to get a private show.
What's the dessert?
It's creme brulee.
Man, right when the creme brulee gets here,
Well, it'll still be here when you get back.
I sure hope it will.
And he takes you all up those steps. And as you step into this next room, it is quite a bit more humid. There is a small pond in the room, and there is a flower arrangement in the center of the pond. Give me a natural world check if you have natural world. Otherwise, give me a spot hidden check.
I love
Spot
spotting
hidden, baby.
things. There's a cat in there.
No, not I.
Oh my goodness.
No, I got a 1. I'm never gonna get a 1 again. First one of the game, baby.
Nice.
I spotted it. Whatever it was.
Yeah, you do.
I got the super ultra mega low thing. Wait,
I got a hard.
You got a
I
heart.
got half.
Okay.
Is that
Yep.
hard?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the other one after half?
Extreme.
Extreme.
That's what I got.
Extreme success and a hard success. So with the hard success, you can tell that this room doesn't seem as well kept as the rest of the castle. It's kind of dingy, kind of mossy because of the humidity. And with your extreme success, looking at the flower arrangement, you can see that it is broken up into 12 sections.
Oh.
And only one of the sections is blooming right now.
It's a clock.
It is a clock.
I knew that. I did not know. I would never have put that together. That's sick.
It made me think of Hunger Games, the second one.
Hmm.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
a thing?
I've seen that movie.
Yeah, their
because the
arena
map is
is
a
a clock. So
Oh,
every
okay.
hour, some fucked up thing happens in one of the
Oh.
slices.
I don't know if I saw that
It
one.
rains
I don't think I
blood.
saw it.
That's a cool,
That's creepy.
I read
But
the
the
book.
books were better. But,
There's also
yes.
lightning.
very, very frightening.
Yeah.
And with your hard success, like this room's a little more humid. It's a greenhouse-ish environment, but it doesn't look like he's actually controlling the weather.
Ah.
There's like a sprayer.
Hmm.
There
But
you
how
go.
he gets those things to bloom like this?
Well, just maybe
That's-
different things. Flowers.
But
I
to
would-
bloom on every
I would,
hour
I
on
would
the
sooner
hour.
believe they're fake plants, but that's probably not the case. Maybe
Well,
he's
some
Cthulhu.
plants like
Maybe.
bloom at different times of day.
Well, I
he
feel
might
like
have
you
just
would be
done
able
his
to
research.
tell.
Me?
Yeah,
He's not a
Right?
botanist.
I'm not a botanist.
I know, but like you hung out with a botanist.
I did hang out with a
Probably,
botanist.
I'm sure
don't-
using drinks and stuff,
Yeah.
Oh,
but-
yeah.
using ingredients and stuff, and knowing a botanist, I feel like you would be able to decently tell whether a plant was fake or not.
Oh, true.
Unless it was a rubber plant. Those look fake no matter whether they're real or not.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because they're made of rubber.
How did that happen? Yo ho ho! He took a bite of gum gum. Sorry. The One Piece rap go crazy.
I need to listen to
Oh
some
my
of
god,
those.
they do look really fake.
You bring up a good point. I never put points in any skill related to plants. I guess maybe and let me know if this is a reach. I think in this particular regard, where I'm like thinking back to hanging out with my botanist friend, it would be a listen check.
Okay.
But like in the past, if that makes sense. Not like in the
Yeah.
past, but like based on listening to her in the past, I would know
Like
some
whether or
things
not
of-
you
yeah.
paid attention to
yeah,
it.
and with your extreme success, I'll say yeah. Like,
Is it they're real?
yeah,
Real
they're
plants,
real. Yeah, they're real plants. They are. You have an extreme success. You essentially.
I am these plants.
Yeah, you are one with the plants. You can name every Latin name for these plants. But no, with your time with your botanist friend, you can pick out like these ones are lilies, these ones are whatever, and like you can tell that some of them are starting to bloom, some of them are closing up, and
That's wild.
it is a clock. Yeah.
That's sick.
That's bananas.
Yeah, it's a thing. They're really hard to make, but
That's the thing in real life.
I want one.
I do want one. That sounds sick, bro.
I
would host
it would
so
die.
many parties. I get it. I would host
Yeah.
so many parties if I had a room like this.
Then
No, I
you'd
haven't
finally invite
fertilized
me to
our
your
plants.
Yeah.
house.
no, they're like near impossible to
Hates
make.
me.
Damn.
Because like some plants like will bloom for 3 or 4 hours and others bloom for
shit.
like one. There are ones that only open in full sunlight. There's some that open at night. Like it's wild. Anyway,
That's crazy.
yeah. So you all walk past that, taking really good note. And then
Oh, that's not what we were supposed to be looking at.
no,
I
we're
was-
walking past.
Sorry,
Fully
the way
convinced
you described it was
that-
just really
Well,
cool.
how does that not steal the room? You know what I
It
mean?
does, yeah. But he takes you back into the back corner of the castle. This circular room is a library, and it
Cool.
is 2 stories tall, and it's inside the tower of the castle.
It's not a lot of books for a library. 2 stories.
I assume it's not as humid as the last room.
No,
Oh,
it
I would
is.
hope not. Those
Yeah.
are the books.
They're moldy.
Yeah, like he may not control the weather, but it's pretty dang close. Like the humidity is very different in this
That
room.
is pretty cool.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we aren't going to be here long, but if you would like to take a seat, feel free. There are enough chairs for everyone. You know, couch, lounge, chairs, fancy library stuff. TM. So, first of all, I have something to confess. I have slighted one of you and brought you here under false pretenses. The night the Patricia crashed against 10 Pound Island, there were 3 unidentified survivors. Not 4. I am not sure which one of you I have slighted, but unfortunately, you are not all going to get your reunion.
I think Benny has another little fit of struggling to speak. He doesn't end up getting to words, though. It's
Okay.
You said we might see our compatriots in a hospital. How can you make that claim if you don't know?
So, I have contacts at the Arkham Asylum, but I need something from you all first.
Wait.
Yes.
The asylum?
Yes.
So they're not in a hospital.
Well, it is a hospital of sorts.
Right, but when you send a letter that says hospital,
Well, yes, I wanted to
people normally aren't thinking the loony bin.
pique your interest.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I agree.
I say that out loud. Dewey.
do you have the names?
They're unidentified.
I do not.
Descriptions of them?
Now, I can make introductions. I can even get you on the grounds, walk you right in the front door. But it is a very well secured area, and the doctors do not take visitors. So, before I escort you all to the asylum, I need you to do some research for me. I need you to go and find some artifacts that I have lost.
Artifacts.
Yes. They were also on the ship, you see, and I am not well liked among the community, new money, what have you. And I would like you all to go and find 3 artifacts for me. As you see, there are 3 people missing. Fair is fair.
How is it fair if one of us is getting slighted?
I will also throw in $10,000, which is about $160,000 in today's money.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be slighted for $10,000.
Yeah, that's valid.
So okay, let's say if we did agree to get these artifacts for you, where would we even start?
So, this area is no strangers to shipwrecks. You see, with the rocky coast and with the islands, we try our best to put lighthouses up, but it is very common for things to wash up on shore and end up in antique shops, end up in personal collections, and you see I funded an expedition, and so these artifacts are actually rightfully mine. So,
What type of expedition?
well, it was a university expedition out to Egypt.
Interesting.
You said you wanted us because the locals don't like you.
Yes.
Why get people from out of town? We already aren't sitting well with the locals.
I think.
Oh,
considering-
you've already made enemies.
There's this asshole at the lungfish.
Oh, yes, that's a local dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hate us at the Lungfish.
The question is, if we have trouble ordering a burger of all things, how are we supposed to get you your artifacts?
Well, you could talk to their good graces and maybe say that you're looking for artifacts from your missing loved ones. You are looking for where they might be. It's very common for things to go missing around here. It would not be out of place.
All right.
Where would we start?
So, the 3 items. The first one, I actually know where it is.
How convenient.
Yes. The less convenient portion is you might need to steal it. Okay. My former friend, Mr. Sleeper.
Oh, that's the other party at the hotel.
Yes, he throws constant parties. As you may find out. Now, he has a golden statue about 6 inches tall. It has a figure sitting on it with alien features, bat wings of some sort, and an unknown writing on the side of it. Yeah, it is this prop that I've got out for y'all.
We got props. Welcome to Prop About It.
We got props. Check out the
What was-
Instagram
Super
What was the
cool
last
dice
part?
tower.
The
with
writing.
strange writing on the side of it.
Is this actually 6 inches tall?
Yeah, about 6 inches. That's my guess. Maybe 8. The second artifact is an Egyptian cat. It has white eyes. I think they are pearl from the description that my archaeologist sent back. And a clear gemstone of some sort in its collar. And I promise you, it is not worth more than the $10,000 that I am giving in exchange.
Is it a gold cap or was it just stone?
It was golden, yes. Exhibit 2. We have props, people.
We have props. It's over there.
And then the final artifact that is missing is a dagger. It's the dagger of a pharaoh named Nyarlathotep.
If you don't mind spelling it.
Nylart.
I'm not. No, you're doing it too fast.
Yeah, Damien, you're a monster, man. You don't see them writing?
Nyarlathotep.
Does that ring a bell?
Rings a bell to me, Damien. But
Yeah, I was like, I've never failed in
Could
my
you
life.
please spell that again?
It is Nyarlathotep.
Yeah, I would have butchered that.
Yeah, same.
Because now I'm just looking. I'm looking. The way I read it is
Yep.
Pharaoh names are hard, man.
And
yeah, that's it. Pretty much.
yeah, feel
Nyarlath-
free. Pronounce it however you want.
That's why people call it Tut instead of Tutankhamun. That one's easier.
Damn it.
Tutankhamun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
And that one, unfortunately, I do not have a great description of, but it has the same symbol as these coins on it. And he hands you all each a metal coin.
He's propping.
I'm gonna grab my props.
He's gonna give us metal coins.
So fancy.
Wow.
I don't want to spoil it, but this is very, very cool. The
Did it
name
jingle
of the arrow.
Oh,
Oh.
Ooh. So we have like
lion.
a star-looking thing with some extra symbols and like intertwined with it. And then on the other side, we have a different version of a star, but around the rim, it seems to be like some kind of arcane symbols.
Mathematical.
We'll post it on the Instagram.
More like math radical. Sorry.
What the fuck? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That was so weird.
That was wild.
No,
That was an intrusive thought. That just,
It was.
No,
Well,
Math radical.
That was
wow.
real, man. Math is fun.
I am
Yeah, are
gonna
you
quote
in the
you
room
whenever
with
I
us?
can.
All right.
Yeah,
all
I'm gonna say
right.
that shit all the
Let's
time.
put it on the Instagram. Let's put it on the Discord right now.
what? That was
Amazing.
so out of.
Oh,
I want that
man.
on a t-shirt. Maybe like a
Did
baseball
you hear
cap.
that somewhere, or is it just?
I don't know.
Oh no!
I don't know.
You just sounded like a teacher trying to make math cool.
Yeah.
You fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
So, those are the 3 artifacts that I would like returned to me. And in return, I will make introductions at Arkham and walk you all right on in to the asylum.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did I? No. Misty
Mhm.
has a question.
Yes.
Did I, Audrey,
Mhm.
know that there was an outside donor?
But there was what?
An outside,
A benefactor.
Oh,
and if so, well, I guess separate question. No. If so, did I know that the artifacts were supposed to be going to that person and not the university?
so you know that there was an outside donor
Mm-hmm.
and that it is not uncommon, especially in this time period, for those donors to take a handful of the artifacts for their own collections.
Hmm.
Yeah. And with all of the armor and skulls around this guy's house, like
Mhm.
it would make sense.
Okay. And out
Yeah.
of the ones that he listed, the artifacts, were there any that I was already, like, that I already knew about, that we did research on beforehand, or?
So you also got letters back about the cat and the dagger.
Okay.
Again, not a very good description of the dagger, but the cat your friend thought was very interesting. And so she made extra notes about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, just to confirm, you said you only know where the statue is?
Yes. Unfortunately, the other 2 items may have washed up on shore. They may still be at the bottom of the sea. But with the number of fishermen and people who like combing the beaches for wreckage around here, they have probably made their way in town somewhere.
All right.
Where can we find this Mr. Sleeper guy?
When do we get paid? Would we get paid upon bringing you all 3 artifacts?
Yes. And I would like to remind you all that I am paying for your food and lodging. So, I believe I am being quite generous.
Is that a threat?
No.
All right.
It's just a statement of circumstances. I'm in.
Yeah, I too am in.
All right. Well, if there are no further questions, yes.
I do want to know where we can find Mr. Sleeper or where he might be keeping that statue.
Yes. So, Mr. Sleeper's house is across the bay. It is almost as far from the center of town as here is, just on the other side of 10 Pound Island. And if you'll take a look at the map, it's down in that brown area, down in 45. He'll even give you the address.
Eastern Point.
Yes. Yeah, down in Eastern Point.
And where are we at again? Sorry.
You are on the other side of the bay.
So this really is a Gatsby situation.
Yeah, it is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, is there a green light somewhere over there?
The green light. I thought about adding it, and then I was like, nah, that's a little too much.
On the nose.
I would have loved it.
We can just imagine there's a green light.
I mean, we haven't been to the other side. Maybe looking back is when we see it.
Oh, yes, the green light's on this side.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Cthulhu with a light stick.
He's dancing at a rave.
Wave of Cthulhu.
That's the cosplay I want to see. All right.
I imagine it's one of those silent raves too. So he's got like just
Headphones
weird
on?
headphones on
Yeah,
and completely silent, but he's just fucking.
he's going to town.
That's
Each
a thing?
Yeah.
That shit sounds sick.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
silent raves?
Let's go.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That sounds fun as fuck.
I only know of it because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Do they just listen to their own music and vibe?
I think they're probably all
Or
tuned
is
into
it
the
like
same
It's all
thing.
tuned
Bluetooth
into the same
type
thing.
situation?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
But
So,
it's
like, everyone's
nice.
dancing together.
But it's not loud as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, so like the neighbors don't have to be pissed.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
if you
cool.
wanna take
a
They're just
second from the
confused,
music, you
not
just-
pissed.
And if you want to take a break, you just take your headphones off.
And then it just gets really eerie
Yeah,
as
watching
you
a crowd of
stand in the
And
silence.
then no one's talking to you. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
You hear
people. This is
Yeah.
weird.
everyone jumping together.
Whoa.
And then Cthulhu's there. And we all die.
Yep. The
Okay,
end.
sorry. Sidetracked.
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Creme brulees are warm.
Say again?
No.
Creme
No.
brulees are... They're not?
No, the
They
crispy
burn the
sugar.
top of the
You're right,
sugars
you're
on
right.
the top, and
Yeah.
then
I was worried our
the-
desserts were going to get cold. Okay, we got time.
that was genuine fear.
You were probably thinking.
That's
I
the
remembered-
fear that we're bringing into this game.
I
Good
remembered,
job.
like, in character, I was like, oh, fuck.
It'll get cold.
Well, let's get you back to that creme brulee.
Let's.
And he walks you back to the dinner hall. Most of the guests have finished their dessert. They didn't wait for you.
Being toxic.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have waited for us either.
I mean, we didn't wait for
They,
them.
I mean,
Yeah.
they waited for me to show up. So
I
I
did-
don't know.
That
I
was
feel like
just the
they could
butler.
have waited for
That's fair.
dessert.
They
So,
didn't want that creme brulee to get cold.
Yeah, me neither. But here we are.
the well-dressed woman from earlier that was being talked to by the old man. Like, all right, now if you'll all gather around, I think we have a little presentation. And they start clearing off one of the tables, and she brings out a large piece of paper, overly large, right? And a little piece of wood with a pencil inside of it. It's like, now, if we're going to communicate with the other side, we're going to need some people that have been close, some people that have seen death. And she starts scanning the room. Well, this is going to be fun. And that's where we're ending today's episode.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
I want
dude.
to. I want
Oh,
to
it's
make a
Stacy
statement.
and death, bro.
I want to make a statement. I don't think this is going to be fun. Is ever followed by fun. Like, it never is. It's almost exclusively followed by death. Unless I say
So
it,
are we.
then that shit gonna be lit.
I was literally about to say, like, I'm pretty sure, Nemesis was pretty fun, but it was followed by death. So, like,
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Creme brulee, I know.
No, this is something I'll say after we tell everyone they fucking stink.
You guys smell like shit.
So nasty.
But if you want to smell good, follow us on everything and subscribe to our Patreon for free, at least. We have a free tier, right?
Yeah.
We do have a
Yeah,
free
Yeah, I mean, you
tier.
won't smell good at that point, but you'll be at least like
You'll smell better.
Yeah,
neutral.
Yeah. Odorless.
Yeah. And if you get up to our $15 tier, Misty has made a little certificate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cute.
Yeah.
Certified non-stinky.
Yeah,
It has soap on it. It's
Yeah.
adorable.
and you
Yeah.
have the
And-
I
option
don't
to
know why
like
that's
be
cute, but
shouted out or not if you'd like.
And it looks really fancy. Like
It's
you-
official.
You could get it framed.
I don't know if it's that fancy.
I
Let's not
would
be
take
promising.
down. I would take down my diploma to put that up instead.
Yep.
that's
What a statement.
I kind of agree.
On
with
bread
that,
100.
I don't
Yeah.
have a diploma.
Oh yeah, I would also like
I
to
went
state that
to
I
high
do not have a diploma. But if I did, I would
I
take
have a high
it.
school diploma.
Yeah.
But I don't think I actually physically have it.
Yeah, me neither. I have
Where is
my
it?
my coding boot
Oh,
camp.
My aunt doesn't have it. Does she?
Bye. Bye rejects.
Deuces.
Later.
Find out next week.
That is
You
the epitome. That is ADHD summarized. Oh shit! Where is that? I don't.
This thing flicks really well.
You're uninvited.
I love that sound.
To what? I don't know.
aren't they?
I'm happy that they're real. It makes me.
Real expensive.
I'm not doing it well.
I
How do
don't
you-
know what to tell you. I just flipped the coin. Under your finger? That way you have space to accelerate.
I did it, but I had no control.
It's hard, man. I guess. I never thought about it this much, to be honest.
So, the.
We should stop recording.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Oh, dude.
this is in the mic like twice.
Leave that shit.